Bazalwane, igama lami ngisamukeliso ngaSpanyol. Ngiyi-chairperson walapha eMhlosheni Parish. Lapho khona uhostele i-cluster eMhlosheni esigabeni Motshane. Ecale mhla 7 September. Iyaphela namuhla. Ama-parish siwabonile asivakashele ngedingane lokufaka ikhathi lomahasha bekakhona. Cathedral naye abekhona, uSuthu Mission, Manzini, Zandondo, Zulwini kanye naHhobo. Namangayane naye bekakhona. Siyabonga kakhulu kuba khona abazalwane kule cluster lesicelo sayo besithi until we reach the fullness of Christ. Sinaye-ke chairperson nomusha we-cluster yaseMhlosheni esigabeni Motshane. Ngicela kumele yena asivusele.
Ngibingelele bazalwane egameni leNkosi Jesu. Igama lami ngimculile Mthiyane, ngisuka eMotshane Parish. Itolo sibe nama-elections and I'm glad ukuthi bayibonile i-potential ukuthi ngingaba umphathi we-cluster kulama-parish lamabili. And I'm hoping and praying ukuthi uNkulunkulu usasithwala the next 3 coming years. Sisaplana ama-events and ngiyethemba ukuthi uNkulunkulu utayigucula impilo yethu angisafana nale bengiyo. Ngiyabonga.
Siyabonga. Emkhathini wethu sinayo i-AYC Anglican Youth Church Council of Eswatini. Ukhona president ngicela kumele yena asivusele.
Sivusele bazalwane egameni likaJesu. Njengoba bese kushiwo ukuthi I'm a president in the council, in the Anglican Youth Council for the Anglican Youth Guild. Siyabonga bazalwane ukuthi sitholile ithuba naMhlosheni as well as the cluster eMhlosheni Motshane esigameni isinikele ithuba in the platform to fellowship and be part of this. Ngithi asithathe kalula because this makes the work easier. Kakhulu ngoba that is where we see ukuthi i-input yethu inganani silibandla. Sitawati-ke bazalwane ukuthi la sisuka khona sisuka ku-era ye-COVID whereby kube nema-changes lamaningi. Kungasekho khona la sontweni kuphela noma lela kuyiphi kuphela but umhlaba but first and foremost ngitsangisho ukuthi inyalo langihleli khona as umholi webandla labasha. Ngafika ku-Anglican Youth Council ngifika ngomnyaka wa-2015 up to date. But again, to make clarity in that, kuhambe kwafika isikhathi lapho khona where I resigned in 2019. So I came back this year, 2023. It's not a new term that I should make it clear. It's the same term. So because of the lapse of the COVID, kuba an extension of the tenure. So I came back again to the same seat. Kwenda nje umehluko kulolu hlangothi lolo ngoba ukuthi njengoba bese ngishido ukuthi sibuya kuSilamu as a country, as a church and as a guild. Kunenge ama-changes la bekhona. Ngingeke ngizicabe manga ngithi konke bekuhamba kahle, although there are positives that you can capture from where we come from, because nyalo nje we have these social media platforms and lapho khona sesimarketa khona. Of course, those are the positives of COVID. However, ngingasho ukuthi to tell the truth, siwabonile decline in terms of membership, siwabonile decline in terms of ownership, siwabonile decline in terms of participation in the church as the youth. Gansi sisemkhankasweni wokuthi sibone abantu labasha ba-active kule bandla. Sibone abantu labasha lesi singafika esigabeni sokuthi nathi sasinga-chance ukuthi noma whatever happens, we can continue. However, ngisho ukuthi with those lumps necessarily sengikhulume ngawo, ngisho ukuthi there are positives. Kufika isikhathi lapho khona kulo 3 years nje lesimile mhlawumbe because there were COVID shutdowns. Then immediately after we hit unrest, political unrest, of which konke lokho thina was affected. Now With that being said, sisasigabeni lapho khona nyalo sizama ukuthi we are reliving the previous moments before lama era lesikhuluma ngawo. Now ngisho lokho ukuthi nyalo la sikhona khona bengishido ngathi there's a generation ku 3 years, there's a generation that does not know anything. Mhlawumbe ngingasho ukuthi it's a generation that has not been oriented. One, kungaba generation lebebuya ka Sunday school le kuphela 3 years ingadadi whether ika Sunday school noma ika youth le nyalo thina automatically say embrace ka youth. And then there are other members, youth members who have just joined the church now, or maybe they joined the church in the midst long kanza ukuthi nana they don't know the precepts of the youth. So with that being said, ngingasho ukuthi we still have a criteria to teach more, to train more, and to do more. Again, ngisho ukuthi noma ngabe those were challenges le ngithanda ukukhuluma ngawo. We now at a point whereby senda inkonzo letiningi, senda ama-trainings lamaningi, trying to revive all the things mhlawumbe sibe nato before, but kakhulu we are building up and establishing new structures that are ukuthi kube ne-continuity. I don't want to lie, sike saba nayo i-challenge of continuity and consistency njengoba ngisho ukuthi kube ne-slums whereby that simply means the continuity, it was no longer as consistent. So now kuletinye tingone kwakubita ukuthi sicalele phasi, kuletinye tingone we build and go forward. So nyalo ngisho ukuthi this year 2023 has been positive kakhuluana than before. Maybe it's something that we needed kakhulu. So we see more with ingonzo, we see more of things njengoba bese sikushido. Ngicela ukuma lapho for now. I will leave to the Vice President and the other members of the EYC now, but that it full they will say a few things what we talking about.
Siyanemukela bazalwane egameni likaJesu. Ngingosinathi Msibi, Vice President waka EYC Anglican Council. As President asachazile ukuthi we are from a very challenging time and challenging years, COVID nabo konke. As part of vision yakhe President, we have developed task teams that were going to be able to help us ukuthi fulfill some of the mandates lebesina office, and one of the mandates was to revive banflabasha post-COVID ukuthi sikhumbule ukuthi noma ngabe nge-COVID besingakhona ukusonsa kanye but kumgcoka kusonsa kanye no i-COVID seyisivulele ukuthi sisonse kanye. We had task teams again, lang 3, I would say 3 or 4. Because layers 4 is not a task team, it was just a delegation of duties. Mochane, Mhlosheni, cluster. Sabe divided my duties. Since lama clusters, all of us was lent and 7. Each and every member of the AYC, you oversee a certain cluster. Sadividelana ke lawo ma cluster lakhona which I ngidawo ngiyo leqala. And then yesibili we have a fundraising committee because siyathi ukuthi i-COVID ayikasishaye nje spiritually kuphela or even structurally, but isishaye financially also. So we needed to have strategies that will help us fundraise and sibe demand, which is in the office of the Treasury. And then we have a social responsibility committee. Yonage is the social aspect of Timpilo Deban. We recently had an event lapho khona banflabasha beta to batovuselana, batobonana, bahlale outside church, and kubrayo kube mnanzi. We want ukuthi sibe nebantfu who are going to be spiritual beings, social beings, and people who are also environmentally cautious at the same time. Hence, saphinze futhi sa-create nalenye i-task team lebe ivele khona sabe sisayi-reviver i-task team yaka Green Anglican. Labo basibukele the environment. They are planning an event mhlaka 30 September lapho khona kutaba ne-clean-up campaign. We want as a church to not go back to what we were, but to improve from what COVID yasishiya khona. So which is why lama initiatives lawa, lama task teams lawa, they have been created so that we can be able to improve and sithathe let's sort of forward. Ngidawugcina lapho bazalwane siyabonga.
Nginibingelele bazalwane egameni lenkosi yethu uJesu Kristu. Lokhuluma ngosifiso wakahlatshwayo sibonga. Ekomitini le-Anglican Youth Council ngililunga. Kwami lenginikwe kona lengingakhuluma ngapho my youth Sundays imvuselelo yabantu labasha kuma-parish bazalwane. Ngingasho nje ukuthi ngomunye umgomo wethu sisebenza ngaphasi kwawo kuthi siyafisa abantu labasha kuma-parish batimelele kube nale fellowship kube nale mvuselelo. Siyabida ngethina sithi ngilama youth Sundays le singakhuthaza empeleni kwekucala ukuthi sikhuthaza abantu labasha ukuthi siyacela si-executive abantu abasha ukuthi leti nkonzo leti batikhuthalele ukuthi bati-hoste tibe khona etikwaloko-ke lokukhulu ukuthi siyajabula-ke ukuthi lelivangeli laSeptember ukuthi se-youth month seliyemukeleka edayosisini. Singambonga nje umbhishobhi, sibonge bafundisi bonke le sinabo nje la dayosisini. Kuyasithobisa kakhulu lokho ukuthi le platform sesiyayibona ukuthi abantu labasha sebayakhona ukuthi baparticipate, bakhone ukuthi baba nalama fellowship naloko youth Sundays bakhonde. Lokukhulu-ke tikwaloko ngalabo youth Sundays sikhuthaza ukuthi lama talents noma sidawuthi letiphiwe abantu labasha tibonakale, ngoba siyazi ukuthi libandla kakhulu li-dependent kubo labantu labasha abantu badlala namuhla nakusasa. So siyakhuthaza kakhulu ukuthi bangabhaci lama talents akabonakale letiphiwe tibonakale futhi basekeleke labantu labasha. So lokukhulu-ke tiwalo September asisho ukuthi kugcina ngalo September, but nje indlela ye-commemorate siyakhuthaza ukuthi minyaka yonke le mvuselelo tibe khona. Lesikwatiko-ke nge-province e-Southern Africa kubantu labasha sesasho ukuthi uvelelo September kule nyanga yebantu labasha. Leli sonto lekucala-ke silo-recognize ngekuthi ise-provincial youth Sunday. So sekwaba yinto lento ekaminyaka yonke ukuthi lo first Sunday waSeptember sekwaba yes the first Saturday September sekwaba lisonto esithi provincial Sunday. Lo kusho ukuthi ku-province yonke abantu labasha benta something bahola leti nkonzo ngalelo sonto. So siyabonga kakhulu kubafundisi ngaloko lokusinika le platform. Lesikhlelayo futhi si-executive yabantu labasha sithi ngoba September usengakapheli kusenetinkonzo letinye letikhona letisaba khona lesinato letintsatfu nje. Singabika nje kubazalwane ukuthi ne-Good Shepherd Motshane Parish 24 September etabeni ine-youth Sunday. Bantu labasha bayamenywa ukuthi babe khona baparticipate khona. Yesibili lesinayo i-Peace Peak Parish nayo ine-youth Sunday lekhona lehlele ukuthi ibe sembeka Anglican Church nakhona basesipiki nebazalwane labadvodane bayakhuthazwa ukuthi babe khona. Ngosithathu sengigcina ne-Cathedral Parish esidwashini mhla ka 24 September nayo ikabe ine-Youth Sunday basalwane. Bantu labasha labasifutane ne-cathedral nabase-cathedral siyabakhuthata ukuthi baparticipate babe khona kule nkonzo basalwane siyabonga.
Ngibingelela basalwane kaJesu. Pardon me for my voice in the flu. Igama lami nguBabazi Damosa. Currently the treasurer Awalaka ABC. Just as Vice President has alluded to the fact that the COVID has stricken us both spiritually and financially. So as treasurer in office currently, we're going to projects as we push along with the fundraising subcommittee look for the projects lessendawo currently ekuthengisa t-shirts. T-shirts leswathengisa golf t-shirts and round necks. I-golf t-shirt yethu ibida 250 emalangeni, and then the round neck ibida 200 emalangeni. We order ufaka 50% to confirm the order, and then it takes 12 working days. Bese ngakhuthata nje kubamfula abasha ukuthi as this is the fundraising drive of the diocese, it's not only specific to young people. We can also encourage labanye basalwane nabo ukuthi basisupport isibamfula abasha, because we are trying to raise funds so that le office itokhona kurana, because without funds ngeke sikhona nokuthi as the committee sivakashele lamanye ama-parish for support. So we need money to support le nomsebenzi wale office and also plan for the events as well. You can order a t-shirt to anyone lower AYC. You order it at 12 working days, and we encourage that as young people, as this is to approach a conference, majority of us, if not all of us, keep a conference. So kungaba safe nje ukuthi by nakuqala November, if you want to have a t-shirt by conference, nakuqala November sikhipha ube usi-ordile. That's it from my side.
Sanibonani bazalwane egameni likaJesu. My name is Nobuhle Dlamini. I am the secretary ka-AYC. Lengingakhuthaza nje ukuthi kumcoka ukuthi kusukela le parish level, in fact from the congregation, sibe leadership structures, because once we have leadership, we are guaranteed that we will go somewhere. So for us to be able to go somewhere, to be able to have activities, to be able to encourage one another, we need to have proper leadership structures. So kusukela parish, it is very much important to see, in fact, congregation, we have parish, we have clusters, and so on until we reach AYC. So let's not put that into we are there with the congregation such that maybe anything should have lost as youth. La lava corner, as long as you put in we are automatically leaders. We need to assign duties. We need to know that, Messim 5, who is the treasurer, who is the chairperson, so that who is responsible for calling meeting, who is responsible for the finances, who is taking minutes. So please, your congregation, your congregation, committee, we have parish, we have cluster. We are grateful to God, but on the cluster is what happened, but it's not mandated, but it's a share secretary. Jonga best kids engine and I'm flashing this and machine and all the other clusters so it is very much important. Now I would see logo now congregation. Now the information you figure to the larger group, as well as the activities and the participation because that's not made up of an event. Build up. We build from the smaller congregations to the parish and so on and so on. Bese again, guilds. Mostly are constituted of youth. They are not mainly youth, but they constitute of the youth. We encourage youth because they are still youth. Guilds like ASF, your St. Agnes, your GFS, they are not entirely youth, but they comprise of youth mostly. So we encourage them to continue participating, congregation, parish, and so on, and so on. So most importantly, as Kate said, and as leaders, as a 7 day, lesingakuboni kahle asibudeli. Onke ema-letters laphuma kwayo ema-parish asuke anazo incwadi tinombolo, at least your president and secretary. If you feel like you do not know your duties, you are allowed to text WhatsApp such that no matter what pick, maybe maybe at that point in time, but now text it text by can't. Text how good it's getting secretary and I in chairperson class. Where do I start? You are allowed to ask, we are here to help you. And don't run away from being a leader. It helps you, it develops you, even to cooperate. You will have the experience, and the experience that we are balance with that CV. I've been secretary since 2016. Logo we see that it boosts you such that in our corporate you are more competent. Manga would expose a leadership.
I'll be briefly talking about Emma clusters. Emma clusters dioceses are divided into parishes, and I know Nalama clusters. These are the groups of young people who come together in the nature of faith, engage in worship, and in social activities. They provide young people with connection with one another, and they grow spiritually and they connect. We often organize activities for the young people to come together to fellowship and to make sure that there are activities and services closer to them. Since we know that kune national event yema young Anglicans conference in December, but we know not all of these young people are able to go there. So as the executive of the young people, we try to bring closer the activities like the conference. Lokufaka ekhathi uthandaza, kuba live lenkosi, kuba Bible study, and also ukuthi bakhona ku-engage with ama-issues that affectayo, especially in our communities nasesonfeni. We have ama-clusters across the diocese. Lokufaka ekhathi ezulwini mangayana to mission cluster. Nayo le ibe active during the year. Yaba ne cluster service yayo. Lokube i-day service. Sinayo le ilumahasha eLubombo cluster. Labakhonile kuhosta 2 clusters, one yendeka kalumahasha and then yendeka eLubombo. Nabo futhi siyathokoza nalokuthi bakhonile lokuthi after the cluster kalumahasha babuyele uNkulunkulu babonga using online prayer and bathandazela nalenye cluster lebetawulandzela estake. Siyathokoza nalokuthi nase sibiki sikhonile kuhosta i-day service yase Pixpix Sandondo in Ho cluster, and nase Nhlangano sibe nayo i-cluster yakhona whereby savakashela iHlatsi parish and sabe siyachubeka siya eNhlangano. Sikhonile futhi ku-organize lenye i-cluster letako le mhla ka-23 September letabiselube St Andrews ya Uniswa Zombodze eManzini cluster. Siyabamema ke bantu labasha ukuthi baphume ngetinkhani. Sithanza nalo kwendlulisa kuboma, especially kuma parishes la ukhaza ukuthi akafolishe under leyo cluster. Siyawabona i-support yabo baqhubeka bayeveta. Nakule cluster lena lesikiyo nje namhlanje siphethako sibabonile ama parishes aphuma ngetinkhani etile kuto supporter, and sibonga impumelelo yale cluster lena lesi conclude namhla ukuthi simvile Holy Spirit simbone uNkulunkulu abe nathi, and kwegcina sithanza lokubonga isupport yabafundisi, especially those bafundisi esibabonile babambile abantu abasha ngesandla ku-organize lama services lanjena. Akusiko lula ku-organize kodwa abantu abasha, but siyabonga abafundisi. Ngiyabonga.
siyabonga emalunga sekasimile asabhekile of which everything that they have said, it is what we are busy about. Ngitsangisho lebakazalwane lokho ukuthi bengishiye ngaphambilini lokho ukuthi sibuya esigabeni lesithu siba challenging with that sibuya phasa situbulo se-diocese le walking an extra mile. Little did we know ukuthi that will come into practicality by the stretch of COVID. Lokusangisho nje ukuthi our term of office is 3 years, but ngicabanga ukuthi we are in year number 5, if not 6. So it has been extra. However, kuleyo period leyo sikhanza ukuthi sibantu labasha sesigabeni lapho khona angathi noma ngidawuthi singadi kahle about the church and what we are supposed to do. So let's encourage our nyalo as our vision of the young people. Well, young people must love the church. They must love the church. If you love the church, definitely, you will always be upholding the church. So we are saying young people, they should be proud of being Anglican. They should be proud that they belong to Christ. They should be identified with the Anglican youth. They should be identified as Anglican, and they should be sure with what they are busy about. You need to be sure as an Anglican. So unless you are sure, then we can make other people as disciples. We can make other people see us as the choice of church that they should choose. Now, going forward, we want to see young people taking up the responsibilities in the church. So, technically, with the interventions that we are doing this year and the next coming years, September, at least I guarantee noma kungathiwa bonke labantu abadala bayakhwesha ngicabanga ukuthi le bandla sesingalibamba nyalo eqhubekele empilo ngisho ukuthi there is hope. Angisho ukuthi sesifike khona, but sidilulela lokusembili, meaning we are in a developing stage nyalo la sikhona khona. I am hoping ukuthi by the time in the next 3 years sitawubona more of young people. Namuhla nje sine-Youth Sunday lamhlosheni, a young person will be preaching. Yesterday we saw young people preaching. The previous day we saw young people preaching. In all the Youth Sundays, there's window. We want to see young people taking up the clock. Now, church council and all that, and being in the leadership of the church. So the church is safe. They have mentioned a cluster service on the 23rd of St. Andrews. Before that, next weekend, 15 to 17, Cinemini HM, where we will be having a leaders meeting. All the leaders of the youth, Lakona, Lagangwane, will be meeting at the St. Michael's Convent. La Costa will discuss about things about the Bandabasha and the conference here in Yaga, saying Saranja. In international levels of the conference here, extraordinary. Let me mention that because we will start at 13, 18, the longest conference. I think it's that time, Siena Ibainze. And then, with that being said, so people should be coming expecting. Most of the time, say, so that they know what are we saying, and because if you miss these events, you miss these young people's events, you will find that because you don't know where are they. So they should come in their numbers to attend and participate in the guidance of the young people. So we are asking for prayers, we are asking for support. They are not attending because bed imali noma bede in. So siyacela bazalwane ukuthi entrust us as God has entrusted us with the lives of young people. So nathi sethembeni to bring your children. Bese bazalwane siyacela lokho ukuthi nizame bahlangabeza where they will need money, because young people do not have money. As much as we have the strength, we have the seed, but we don't have money. So siyacela bazalwane support lolo hlangothi lolo. Otherwise, there's a lot in the young people. Please follow our pages on Facebook. It's Anglican Youth, the Diocese of Eswatini. That is where you see Tinzabataka Youth, and the other platforms just now. If you are a young person at higher, maybe you didn't know what is happening, search those pages and like, follow, participate. Siyabonga.